ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Welcome to the pod. Let's get right into the business. It is Monday. I had some things I'd like to talk about, and I still want to talk about them. But let's go straight to the screen share. Excuse me, my mouth may be a little dry. Let's go straight to the screen share. ESPN.com is the source. Sources: Mike Tomlin stepped down as Steelers head coach. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin is stepping down after 19 seasons in Pittsburgh, sources told ESPN's Jeremy Fowler and Adam Schefter. Right? We here. I told y'all it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. The only thing that happened differently, I said whoever lost the Baltimore-Pittsburgh game at the end of the season was going to resign, but I didn't think it would be both of them, right? I thought it was a chance it could be both of them, but here is Mike Tomlin. And before we get into where Mike Tomlin may go, I would like to give Mike Tomlin his kudos as an NFL coach for his professionalism, his leadership, his commanding presence in press conferences, his confidence, and for just being a great overall role model for men, but especially black men. So wherever Mike Tomlin goes, I wish him the best success. But let's talk about where he may go. I'm hearing some sources saying New York Giants. I'm hearing ATL. One of my guys is really plugged in with the NFL is telling me ATL. ATL is hot for Mike Tomlin. I love Mike Tomlin in Atlanta. I think it could work. I think that level of discipline will go crazy in Atlanta. But I'm also a fan of Mike Tomlin in Vegas. I can see Vegas being a possibility. But trust me, Mike Tomlin will not go without an NFL job for long. His phone is probably ringing as we speak. Concrete Genius Pod, man, you rocking with the Concrete Genius Podcast. I'm your host, Mackenzie. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer, 8 Tips for Men to Find Peace. We out here, man. We living life. We trying to figure out what we doing. And I was just going to come on the pod, right, and talk about Mike Tomlin needed to step down just because of that loss yesterday. The Houston Texans were phenomenal. Like I said, Raiders, Falcons, I think they would be perfect spots for Mike Tomlin. I'm looking for him to continue his amazing career as a head coach, for him to implement his leadership on another franchise. And whatever franchise Mike Tomlin does go to, instantly becomes better, right? And if you really want to know the truth about Mike Tomlin, I always say listen to the former players, right? Listen to the Ryan Clarks and the Troy Polamalos and but listen to all those guys that played for Tomlin, right? And they speak so highly of him and regard him as a leader of men. And that's what it's about, man. So as we live this life, as we enjoy this life, we got to take our time to give our flowers to those that deserve it. And Mike Tomlin, sir, you definitely deserve your flowers. Me, the whole Concrete Genius Media team, the whole Concrete Genius Pod, we wish you the best. We wish you continued success and none but grace, God's blessings, and prosperity to you, Mike Tomlin. Now, let's get to some real issues, bro. I had to rise that seat up a little bit. I was sitting a little low. Let's get to some real issues, man. This Houston Texans defense is phenomenal, bro. This is one of the best, easily 15 defenses I've ever seen in my life. Excuse me, and that's counting the 85 Bears. That's counting the Cowboys when they had Prime and Darren Woodson, Leon Letton, those guys, Ken Norton. That's counting the 49ers. Ken Norton was on the 49ers. That's counting the 49ers when they were good. That's counting the 2000 Ravens. It's not a lot of defenses that I can name that are better than these Houston Texans right now. The way they're playing, the front line, two amazing defensive ends, linebackers playing phenomenal, and that secondary is one of the best secondaries in football in the past 5-10 years maybe. So don't be surprised if the Houston Texans go to New England and beat the New England Patriots, right? I like Houston money line. I don't know the spread, but I don't trust Drake May against that defense. Now, if C.J. Stroud has a clunker, maybe. But I see a lot of jokes about C.J. Stroud not doing nothing to help the team win and this and that. Listen, bro, it's the same way when you got a phenomenal offense. You just want the defense to keep the game close. And so it's the opposite with the Houston Texans. Their defense is so good right? All you need is C.J. Stroud and the Texans offense to not turn the ball over and not get a game away. And that's what they did. So I don't want to hear the C.J. Stroud slander. I don't want to hear no questions about the Texans offense because that defense is generational. They fly to the ball. They stay in their gaps. Everybody does their job. And then when they get there, they make a play. And if you really into football, right, like how I am, it's so good watching the Houston Texans shed blocks. I haven't seen a lot of teams that just dismantle blockers the way they do, even they defensive backs. They shed blocks. They don't let nobody get up on them. They fly to the ball. They gang tackle. They take amazing angles. So I take great pride, and I enjoy watching teams like the Texans play defense. That was just an absolute clinic and just a series of body punches to the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? You couldn't throw the ball downfield. If you throw it short, you're getting tackled. If you hold it too long, you're getting sacked. The running back couldn't run. I mean, it was literally nothing they can do, right? It almost, dare I say, it was almost 2000 Ravens-like, right? This Texas defense is real, man. So don't be shocked when the Texans go up there Sunday and beat the New England Patriots. Actually, in the AFC, I got both teams winning. That'll be a later pod in the week, but I think Buffalo is going to beat Denver, and I think Houston is going to beat New England, and I think the AFC Championship is going to be in Houston, Texas. That's what I think, man. How did I do this weekend on the wild card? I did all right, man. I couldn't really get a steady rhythm, you know. Saturday, I had the Rams, but obviously they didn't cover, right? Then I had the Bears. Bears came through for me. Then I had the Bills, so I'm on the road. Then for some reason, see, I always, when it comes time to bet, I get involved in too many things. I'm trying to see what my wife wants for dinner. I'm trying to maybe talk to one of my kids, and I'm texting 4 or 5 of my homeboys individually. Then I'm in a group text. And then I'm trying to get on the computer and post videos. And then I'm trying to talk to my team about a book I'm writing. And then I'm trying to smoke a cigar. Then I'm trying to go to the gym. Then I got to shovel snow. Then I got to put gas in my wife's car. So Sunday, my betting was atrocious. And for some reason, I put my faith in the Philadelphia Eagles. And I fucking know better. I know better. The minute Eagles fans vandalized that man's house, that offensive coordinator house, I should have never bet on the Eagles again, right? That's the most elementary offense I've ever seen in my life in the NFL. From a team that had just won the Super Bowl. Nick Sirianni should be investigated for hiring that offensive coordinator. See, the worst thing about sports is when coaches want to hire their incompetent friends. That messes up every sport at every level. I don't care if it's YMCA basketball. I don't care if it's middle school basketball, middle school football, high school basketball. Everybody wants to hire their friends, right? Kevin Patullo should never be anywhere near a football field, ever. And Philly fans, y'all got the right to be mad. Because A.J. Brown told you all year, this ain't going to work, buddy. This is 4th grade C-level offense. And nobody did nothing. Because Nick Sirianni wanted to hire his guy. Right? Can't go for that no more, man. Like, that NFL championship window is very short. And the Eagles gave one away this year. 2 years ago, they gave one away when they choked down the stretch. This year, they gave it away again. But me, I got so much faith in Hurts and Barkley, I jumped right out there with my dumb ass, took the Eagles -2.5, and ended up blowing the whole bankroll. So I was so pissed at myself, even though I knew that New England was going to win. My gamblers feel me. You know how you gamble and you feel like you rolling and you putting a plan together, and then it don't go right, and you just get woozy, and you just be like, fuck it, I'm just going to watch the game. I done lost so much money, I'm just going to watch the next game. That's what I did with New England. I just watched it. Even though I knew New England was going to win, and if Philly would have won, I'd have rolled all that over into New England. I was so mad at myself for betting on Nick Sirianni and his elementary preschool Down syndrome offense, where every time the quarterback got under center, they ran the ball. That's disgusting, man. That's Eagles fans. And I ain't gonna lie, Eagles fans, I give y'all a lot of shit because you niggas is some diabolical, dirty, evil, malicious people, right? Y'all the same people when I was a kid, you niggas threw batteries at Santa Claus. Michael Irvin broke his neck and y'all started clapping. So morally, I know what y'all are, right? But y'all ain't wrong about this Philly offense. Y'all was right early. Now, I don't condone vandalizing nobody's crib, God forbid, but I understand the frustration. I understand the frustration. I really do. So something got to be done about Philadelphia. So then I wake up yesterday, I prayed, cleared my mind, and I put a nice little amount on the Texans. I knew the Texans was going to smack Steelers. Aaron Rodgers is not dealing with that shit in the cold, that defense. I knew it was going to happen, right? So I got that out the way. And so I look forward to next week. But I know I like the Bills on the road. We going all in on Buffalo. We going all in on Houston, right? And hey, how about my Chicago Bears, man? Who was the first podcast Mike? I got the video. Who was the first podcast Mike to tell you Caleb Williams was going to be all right, bro? Matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all better than I can tell y'all, man. See, that's the thing with me. Y'all don't be believing fat meat greasy. I told y'all Caleb Williams was going to be all right. People don't want to believe me. They want to believe everything else they see. Everybody was like, oh, he paint his nails. I don't trust him. He's soft. He weird. He gay. I don't give a damn about none of that, bro. This is football. Throw the ball, catch the ball, win the game. I'm happy. And I told y'all Caleb Williams was going to be something special. And then nobody believed me. Let me see how early this tweet is. Because right now, Chicago is in a state of euphoria. And I'm going to be honest with you, my boy. The NFL is better when the Chicago Bears are good, right? The NFL, first of all, NFL is a machine, right? It don't matter if it's Green Bay Packers and Jacksonville Jaguars in the Super Bowl. The NFL is going to do what they do, right? But with that being said, certain franchises, the Bears, Chicago Bears, Dallas Cowboys, now the New England Patriots, not at first, New York Giants, New York Jets, Las Vegas Raiders, some of the original guys that held the league down. The NFL is better when franchises like that are good. The Pittsburgh Steelers, you know what I'm saying? And the Chicago Bears are one of those cornerstone NFL franchises that when they win in Chicago and the fan base is so magical, it's unexplained. You can't explain it, right? I would say that the Chicago fan base may be the deepest fan base in America. I know it's the deepest African-American fan base in America by far, right? No other team has more black fans than the Chicago Bears. It ain't even close. It ain't close. And they got just as many white fans as any other team in the country. You got to think Chicago's the third largest market in America, right? You're going to see Chicago Bears fans everywhere, right? Now you seeing dudes in the choir singing. The murder rate then went down. There's been some truces, gang truces. The politicians ain't been stealing this week. The Bears winning does a lot for Chicago, right? All right, so here's the first Caleb Williams. I had two Caleb Williams. I got one from November of 2025. That's early this year. But I got one before that, which is September 12th, 2024, right? Sauce Mackenzie, man. Follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod. I am one of one, right? September 2024. I'm finna share my screen to those watching live, right? September 2024. I'm talking about Caleb Williams. Here we go. 41. All right, so that's that one, right? The date on this one is September the 12th, 2024. That's his rookie season, bro. He had the Matt Eberflus dude coaching him, who I knew was an imbecile. And I was still in the trenches because I knew his talent, bro. And I hate Tooth Mahone. No, I do like Tooth Mahone. I like Tooth Mahone Horn my life, all my life. But I got another one where I told y'all, Caleb Williams. This is order from Caleb Williams. This is 2025. Let me start it one more time. That young, that's somebody. Like yeah, Concrete Genius Pod, man. I love that fourth quarter. That fourth quarter. You get the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm one-on-one when it comes to the sports shit. Like, I really take things that people could say crazy later. And that's been my problem my whole life, right? I'm always right. I'm just early. So when you right and you early and you handsome, people don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't believe. Or they put up obstacles to try to stop you because you done showed them how right you are so many times that when you say some things, they start trying to doubt you. I told y'all Caleb Williams was a star when dudes was cracking jokes about his fingernails and how feminine he was. I remember some of you same Bears fans, some of you same Bears fans that was jumping around Saturday night. I don't like my quarterback soft. I don't like a quarterback that paints his nails. A lot of y'all booed that boy too. But I'm going to let y'all ride because that's what fandom is. But I just want y'all to understand, if I ever diversify the portfolio of Concrete Genius Media and we go straight sports, y'all ain't going to be able to touch this. I'm sorry. Y'all ain't going to be able to touch this. Concrete Genius Pod, man, that was fun. That was fun. Follow me on all socials, man. We live, we lit. I appreciate y'all, right? I appreciate everybody follows me, everybody watches me, right? So I was thinking around sitting, and I was talking to a guy, right? And I know the guy, we all right? But he told me he on Ozempic. I can't respect no grown man take Ozempic, B. I'm sorry. So it had me thinking, right? I thought 5 man code violations. And I want to hear people's opinions on them, right? The number 1 man code violation is taking Ozempic. We a nation of strong men, right? We work 12-hour days and we grew up fighting and jumping ramps, turning flips out of the swings, you know, breaking our arm and then jumping out the swing the next day, turning no-hand flips off of 10-foot high fences, diving in the deep end of the swimming pool before we knew how to swim. You know, we used to change tires. We were a nation of strong men. So what happened to make us decide we gonna shoot a needle in our stomach like a diabetic to lose weight? What happened to going to the gym like a man? What happened to throwing on a sweat bag and cutting water like you was trying to finna wrestle at 151 pounds tomorrow? You had to cut weight. What happened to that? What happened to sit-ups and push-ups and jogging? Everybody wants a shortcut. Social media got all y'all sticking yourselves with this needle. So now your whole diet for all day consists of a tablespoon of applesauce and a cup of water. If you ate 3 chicken nuggets, you throw up on yourself. And when the women start doing, I'm like, okay, it's women, right? Between social media and societal pressures to look good, even though I don't advocate it, I don't bash women. You take shortcuts, shorty, that's on you, right? You get your surgeries, you get your Ozempic, you get your veneers. God bless, right? This ain't for that. This is about men, right? Social media got niggas. If you scared to be fat, go to the gym. Put down the alcohol. Put down the bread. Put down the sweets. Stop eating 4 for 4 Baconators, right? Stop eating red meat, right? Stop slathering your chicken wings, right? With ranch and a large fry, right? Stop stuffing your fat face, right? But nah, niggas like, I'm gonna go to the doctor and get Ozempic. Man, we done became a nation of fucking cowards. I ain't gonna lie, man. I lost so much respect for a nigga when he told me he was on Ozempic. You know how a nigga tell you, or a man, a person tell you, because I don't want to make this like I'm talking about blacks, boy. This is, you know how a man tell you, you know how you used to go to the gym and you see a guy in the gym, you be like, hey, Matt, how you doing, buddy? And then you see Matt 3 months later, and Matt looking good. You say, hey, Matt, man, you really working, man. How many pounds you down? I'm down 15 pounds, man. I'm killing it. you really had a lot of respect for Matt as a man. Like, what makes us men is discipline. The ability to get up every day and make some money for your family, right? The ability to get off work and take your kid to basketball practice knowing you're tired. That's what made us men. The ability to get up Saturday morning and clean out the garage. The ability to fix your roof, cut the grass, dig a ditch. We were fucking men. We were disciplined. Now y'all going in the doctor getting a shot in the stomach so you can't eat more than 100 calories a day. Man code violation. Man code violation number 2, bro. We gotta chill with the blemish filters on your pics as a straight man, bro. Like I said, we gotta let the women have something, right? You know the filter, it look like you got grease on your phone, Vaseline on your phone. When the filters first started coming out, I thought my phone was greasy. You know that filter, every woman, 90% of the women use it, where it removes every facial blemish. Like the white women use it for real. They use that motherfucker hard. That's what they call it, the Asian filter. That filter be fighting for his life, right? But it's women. Okay, it's cool. You don't want a motherfucker, you don't want people to see you look 45. God bless. It's your social media. You want to look like Jessica Rabbit. God bless, right? But we know them ain't your eyes. Your eyes look like iRobot. Your eyes look like R2-D2. I know that ain't you, right? Them glossy ass eyes that they didn't have to blemish your skin so much that my phone looked like it got oil sheen on it. But hey, if that's what you want to do, I'm about the man, right? What makes a man say I need a filter on my phone to remove the blemishes out my face? What's wrong with you niggas, man? Adjust the lighting, man. Warm the pic, man. Take the pic from cool to warm. Play with the brightness. I don't care, bro. But to take a profile pic or a pic and your whole face is under the blemish cam, that's soft to me, B. Like, that's soft, bro. Like, we got to man up and let the women have something, bro. Just like purses, right? Let the women have something, man. Makeup, wigs, man. Let the women have something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference between grooming. You can groom yourself and stand in confidence, right? You can get a manicure, pedicure and shit. You get a facial if you want to. You standing in confidence, bro. But the beauty filter, the imperfections on us as a man, that's what made us attractive, man. Why are you niggas putting beauty filters on your pictures and you calling yourself a straight man? I'm confused. Put your masculinity to the forefront, man. Grab your balls and stop putting these beauty filters on pictures, man. You look like a weak weirdo. What the white boys call it, you look like a cuck, man. I'm disgusted. Man code violation. Man code violation number 3, bro. Using community positions or community funds to fulfill your sexual deviant activities. This goes for pastors, community leaders, coaches, rec centers. I don't care if you police officer. Funds allotted to the community. Like recently in Indianapolis, it was a dude, he was running a Boys and Girls Club. A whole bunch of texts came out exposing him. He taking 5 of government money and using the money to pay women for sex. Off with your head. We need to bring back the guillotine for niggas like, you know, the money that was meant for the 9th and 10th grade in-house school basketball team to have jerseys. This nigga took it and gave it to Keisha to eat some coochie. You a despicable type of man, bro. All you pastors using your positions of power to have sex with kids and women and bully women, manipulate women because you've been a nerd, unattractive nerd your whole life, so you're going to use that Bible or you're going to use that position you got coaching a circuit team, selling a woman a dream, thinking her little baby going to get a college scholarship just to get in her draws, or you the leader, director of the boys club or the mission, and you using your position and you using the resources to take advantage of women, you are a coward. You a coward, and I don't care who don't like it. You a coward. You a sexual deviant, insecure coward. Hey, yeah, baby, you know I'm the coach over there. I can get your son on an Adidas circuit. I can He's lying. He's horny. And see, the problem is a lot of women got to give in to these weirdos because they got to do what they got to do. You know how many women had to lay on their back so their son can be the starting quarterback? I despise you niggas, man. Because not only are you being immoral and illicit, you also screwing over the parents who doing it the right way. So if my kid should be the quarterback, but he can't be the quarterback because this meat, Joe Rockhead, pig ear eating football coach is a sexual deviant, and now we got this little retard playing quarterback because he horny. Your son should be the starting forward on the high school basketball team, but he can't be because your basketball coach is a sexual deviant and he didn't put 3 kids on the team that shouldn't be there because they want to have sex with the mamas. See, we got to call out this disingenuous behavior from these weirdos and your pastor. Stop going to your pastor for healing and he want to play with your breasts. If your pastor's a sexual deviant, find another church. I recently went to a church. Good church, man. Thought I had history. As soon as a choir got through singing, they was asking for money. I see, I'm old school. I thought you didn't ask for money until the preacher got good in his sermon and you start feeling good and it's time for offering. I like that part of church, man. Preacher done worked up a sweat. He dabbing his head with the towel and, somebody here, y'all don't hear me in here tonight. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all ain't walking with Jesus. And then he pass out the offering. You an hour in, hour and a half, right before you go. Last 2-3 churches I done went to, before the choir starts singing, these niggas is asking for money. That's why Drewski made that skit too. That's funny as hell too. But yeah, these niggas is asking for money. I'm telling you, I went to a church. A nigga pulled up with the bucket. I put something in the bucket. The nigga was standing there looking at me like, nigga, I know you got more than that. Nigga, you don't get your ass out my face, usher boy, with this dumbass bucket. Violations. Exploitation of the community is a man code violation. I know I got off on a little tangent with that, but that shit is very, very dear to my soul. I hate people who take advantage of women in the community. I hate people who take advantage of the community. I hate people who sell the community dreams for profit. I hate grifters. Create a product that's good, sell a product, get your money. If that don't work, find another product, keep working until you can get you some money that way. Start a business. Learn the market, adjust your business, make you some money. But for the love of God, stop using your position as a assistant coach on the Nike 15U EYBL B team to have sex with some gullible ass single mother. You need to be off with you niggas' heads immediately. Let me chill for TikTok ban me. I don't want to get in no trouble. Man code violation number 4. Being content with nothing. Right? We all go through hard times, man. Like, life is hard, man. I admit that, bro. Some of us come from humble beginnings, bro. Sometimes we hit tough stretches. You got to rob Peter to pay Paul. I dig it. But never be content just being a sod. Like, want for yourself. Not dream for yourself, but want. Now, dreaming for yourself is good too. But there's a difference between dreaming for yourself and wanting for yourself, right? And a lot of dudes don't know the difference. Because a dude would be sitting around 36 in a studio apartment, ain't never made no money in his life. Yeah, man, I'm going to get that Benz. No, you're not. You dream for yourself, which you visualize the things you want. But then you want for yourself, because when you want for something, you're going to actively find a way to get it, right? I wanted a family and I wanted a big, beautiful house. So I found a way to get it. If you dreamed about it without no action, you just a nigga content with your dreams. Your dreams is nothing without action. And then if they kill a dream, go come up with another dream and commit some more action. Because there's going to be things that want to kill your dreams. But just don't be content being a sorry. You still talk like you did 10 years ago. You don't put no pride in how you look, how you dress. You just come from a family of ignorance. and you so comfortable continuing that ignorance, it's despicable. Just a sorry nigga, don't want to shovel the snow, don't want to take out the garbage, you don't want to take your girl car to get an oil change, you ain't got the conversation to figure out who the best mechanic, you don't want to get out of the car to pump no gas, you don't want a better house, you don't want a better car, you just a sorry nigga content with nothing. That's a man code violation. Or you sitting around hoping to meet somebody with something or date a woman with something like a hobo bumless nigga. No. You want to know how you meet a woman with some business about herself and have a great relationship with her? Have some business about yourself. You know how I've always been in positions where every woman I dated wanted to be with me forever because she saw my ambition. She saw my discipline, right? Even when I was selling drugs, bro. I'm out till I'm not, then I go to bed. Then I'm getting up every morning, I'm jumping rope. I'm getting up going to see my kids. I'm cleaning my apartment every morning. I make my bed every morning. I'm buying clothes, I'm putting things on. I'm putting shit on layaway if I want it. Oh man, you know what, I need to get that. I'm gonna get that furniture set by December. I start paying on it in January. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to maximize my time here on earth. So being content with nothing, being content, being a sorry nigga is a man code violation. And we gotta do better. Now this last violation is kind of tricky, right? And it's kind of a gray area and I didn't know if I wanted to touch it. And I also want to extend this to the men and the women. But I'm talking about men. In 2026, bro, why are niggas scared to be gay in public? Why are niggas scared to admit if you bisexual, right? It's 2026, bro. You putting women in a compromising position, right? You putting families in a compromising position, right? And you not living your truth. Live your truth, man. I know some of you red state niggas is scared to tell the world your truth. Live your truth, man. The LGBTQ niggas is winning. Jump right on in. You already part of the association. Wear your badge proudly, nigga. Don't nobody care. Niggas respect it. I see an openly gay nigga, I respect it. Hey, bro, God bless. Live your truth. Live your truth, because when you don't live your truth, that's why niggas is ultra violent. That's why niggas can't control their impulses, right? That's why a lot of niggas hate women, right? Because they scared to live their truth, man, right? You can't constantly bash women every day as a heterosexual straight man. It's impossible. It's too much other shit going on. Even if you done had the hardest time with women, it's too much going on in life to have a level of hate for women unless you hate that you really gotta be with women, right? So a lot of you undercover niggas are a source of the problem in the community, right? And it's 2026. It's no more shame. Tell your family. Stand up in front of the church. Tell the world. Just like some of you pastors that's in the closet, that's touching on these little boys, you Donnie McClurkin niggas. Tell the world. Hey, man, you gay. What you ashamed of? You repressing all that inside of you, and it's making you get online, and it's turning you into a red pill nigga. I ain't never met a straight man that say, you know what, the world would be better without women. No, you niggas hate women. Because you can't live your truth. Live your truth, man. Go to the parade. Have fun. But for the love of God, don't let your repressed homosexuality make you put that purge on society. I'm sick of hearing you closeted niggas talk about how you hate women every day. It's not logical, B. Like a straight man, right, that only like women. I don't care how bad your relationship is with a woman. Even if you hurt and you guard it, you not gonna hate women. Because that's what you're attracted to. It's the same thing when I see a woman online that's always bashing men. She's an undercover stud. I don't care what a man did to you, right? If it get to the point that you hate them all, you probably attracted to a woman. But I'm talking about men right here. You niggas gotta come out the closet. You niggas should have a come out the closet date. Just come on out, bro. Because you would be a lot happier, and then we can get a lot of this minutia off the internet. We could stop a lot of this domestic violence if you niggas was honest about your sexuality, right? It is what it is. I've never had my windows burst out by a girlfriend. I've had my clothes set on fire. I've been hit by a car by a woman, right? I've had a woman call the police on me, right? I've had a woman lie to where I was in a shootout with some other niggas. I've never once said I hated women. Now I might hate that bitch, but I don't hate women. Women are naturally what I lust for. So the fact that I live my truth, I don't hate nobody. I don't hate gays. I don't hate whites. I don't hate Hispanics. I don't hate nobody. Because I live my truth. I even speak about whatever I went through in life. So I ask you niggas in 2026, man, live your truth. Live your truth. And then I got one bonus question, right? And this is for the ladies, right? A lot of these men would live their truth, right? If y'all stop treating gay as a slur, right? Because it's hypocritical, because when your best friend, 12-year-old son, start thinking he Grace Jones or Tiana Taylor, then it's you go little Ricky and nobody better not say nothing. But the minute a man don't want to pay your bills or a man don't want to trick on you, you use homosexuality as a slur, right? So y'all make it hard for a lot of them niggas that want to live their truth, because y'all make it a slur, right? But then y'all don't make it a slur when your 9-year-old nephew in there switching, acting like Nicki Minaj, right? So the black community got to start getting on some accords about what's proper etiquette and what's not, right? Because unfortunately, the reaction from women, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, right? As long as dudes, and this is going to sound a little rough around the edges, but it's the truth, right? As long as I ain't really in the house or alone, I don't actively hang with a nigga. And as long as a dude ain't really around my kids, men don't really give a fuck about who gay, right? Most men, if they know a nigga gay, they like, all right, well, that's cool. That's just more women for me, right? So we don't really give a fuck, right? But when y'all bash niggas because a nigga don't want to pay your rent because you can't pay your own bills, but that's going to be next pod. Because don't think I ain't doing women code violations too. Y'all getting it, but that's next pod. But y'all bash niggas, or a nigga don't want to do something, or I done seen women call niggas, question niggas' sexuality because niggas get pedicures and manicures. So, but then I see the same women complimenting their best friend, 300-pound son that's gay with a halter top on. Nigga should be an offensive tackle. And he running around here switching and shit. So, which one is it, black community? Is it a slur or is it not, right? Is it taboo or is it not, right? Are we homophobic or are we not, right? Because y'all don't get them repressed sexual niggas the same grace that y'all get these women that go from having a baby daddy to dating a lesbian to having another baby daddy to dating another lesbian, right? So we kind of all over the place like space, right? Y'all empower that old stud shit. Y'all love it. Y'all think that shit's empowering, right? So we got to kind of find a middle ground in the black community and figure out where we stand on this sexuality shit, right? Are we righteous or are we not? Is it Christian-like or is it not, right? Because maybe if we can understand God forgives all, maybe these pastors ain't got to sneak around like Eddie Long and keep tapping these little boys on the butt, right? You got a whole pastor scared to tell his congregation he gay. I thought God forgives all sins. Is being gay a sin or not, right? I need somebody to educate me and tell me the real so we can have some honest conversations in the Black community, right? So yeah, man, this is some real shit. I appreciate y'all tapping in. I just think that we as a community, right, we so wishy-washy. We don't have no code of morals that we standing on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk, the women talk crazy to the men talk crazy to the women. The adults talk crazy to the kids talk crazy to the adults. Now you got grandmas out here dressing half fucking naked, right? You got little girls out here, 12, trying to be whores in training because they watching their mama, right? You got mamas in the club every fucking weekend. And then want to say, hey, y'all, I'm trying to buy my baby some boots. I'm trying to buy my baby a coat. Anybody want to hit my Cash App? Hey, y'all, my baby needs some money to go to a field trip. We got to find some type of ground in the Black community as far as standards and principles. Are we begging? Are we not begging? Are we going to help the people who need something? And then when we help the people who need something, can they go to Daytona for spring break? Can they go to Miami? Because I don't mind helping people. But I don't want to help you and then you riding around in Miami on ATVs and shit. I could be in Miami with the money I just donated to your fucking son buying some garbage bags. I like trips. So yeah, I just see me, I like having conversations where you peel the fucking scab off. We always get these same dumbass, nerd-ass conversations that even the Africans and the fucking foreigners didn't copy now. Who should pay the bills? Should a man and a woman go 50-50? What's an appropriate first date? Is she for the streets? Is he for the streets? I'm sick of you fucking podcast nerds with no originality. Matter of fact, I'm not sick of y'all because y'all really make me look good. Keep doing your thing, actually. But we got to have better conversations in the Black community, right? It's either dating, men ain't shit, women ain't shit. It's some 50-year-old niggas arguing, talking about pull up. What the fuck is going on, man? Like, we can use these microphones and these audiences to talk about things that could possibly create progress in the Black community, but all we talk about is BBLs, implants. Should men pay the bills? And should women pay the bills? We gotta bring back our culture. We gotta bring back our standards. And the only people that can do that is us. We scroll, we love fight. And look, I'm from the trenches. I grew up in the trenches. Now don't get me wrong, I don't go. Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm straight now, but I grew up in the trenches, and I love a good old ratchet fight. You know, if it's real, if it's real. But I despise baddies east. So am I a hypocrite? I despise baddies east. I despise loving hip hop. I despise that level of ignorance. I despise what VH1 and Zeus has done to Black women across America. Zeus and VH1, Mona Scott and whoever the fuck, the Natalie Nunn bitch, they've created an entire world full of Krishan rocks. Just ignorant ghetto bras that want to fight everywhere. Just Jocelyn Hernandez just fighting, snoring cocaine, fighting while pregnant, drinking while pregnant. Like, at least when we was wild as men, you could count on the women to have a certain moral and ethics, right? Now you go to a baddie's, now women be 35 trying to go to a baddie's audition. We gotta fix our community, or we gotta delineate from the people who don't want better. But we gotta do one or the other, right? Because this level of dysfunction is totally, totally unacceptable, man. And it's hard when you talk like this because people sometimes get offended. But I truly, truly, truly don't give a fuck. Concrete Genius Pod, man. Follow me on all socials. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer, 8 Tips for Men to Find Peace. Follow me on all socials, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, at Concrete Genius Pod. If you're watching this, go follow me at Concrete Genius Pod right now. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer. I got a new book coming out. I can't say nothing yet because my team putting a little promo shit together, but I got some new books coming out. Things are going to be real nice, man. It is me. I am him. I love y'all, man. Peace.